I already know no one's just gonna love this video, but let's read about the Chernobyl disaster because I've got no other videos. Ignore the stupid AI thing. I'm trying to get more weird screenshots. The Chernobyl disaster began on the 26th of April, 1986, with the explosion of the number 4 reactor of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant near the city of Pyrite in northern Ukraine, near the Belarus border in the Soviet Union. It is one of the only 2 nuclear energy accidents rated at the maximum severity on the International Nuclear Event Days, the other being the 2011 Fukushima nuclear accident. The response involved more than 500,000 personnel and cost an estimate 18 million rubles, about 68 billion in US dollars in 2019. It remains the worst nuclear disaster in history, and the costliest disaster in human history, with an estimate of cost of 700 billion US dollars. It's a lot of money. I'm gonna highlight it so I know what I've read. The disaster occurred while running a test to simulate cooling the reactor during an accident in blackout conditions. The operators carried out the test despite an accidental drop in the reactor power, and due to a design issue, attempting to shut down the reactor in those conditions resulted into a dramatic power surge. The reactor components ruptured, lost coolant, and resulting in steam explosions and meltdown. Destroyed by the containment building, followed by a reactor core that spread radioactive contaminants across the USSR and Europe. A 10-kilometer, 2.6 miles, I think, exclusion zone was established about 36 hours after the incident, initially evacuating 49,000 people. The exclusion zone was later expanded to 30 kilometers, 19 million, resulting in the evacuation of approximately 68,000 more people. Following the explosion, which killed 2 engineers and severely burned 2 others, an emergency operation began to put out the fires and stabilize the reactor. Of the 237 workers hospitalized, 134 showed symptoms of acute radiation syndrome, ARS. 28 of them died within 3 months. Over the next decade, 14 more workers, 9 of whom had ARS, had died of the various causes mostly unrelated to the radiation exposure. It is the only instance in commercial nuclear power history where radiation-related fatalities occurred. As of 2011, 15 childhood thyroid cancer deaths were attributed to the disaster. The United Nations Scientific Committee on the Effects of Atomic Radiation estimates fewer than 100 deaths have resulted from the fallout. Predictions of the eventual total death toll vary. A 2006 Health Organization study projected 9,000 cancer-related facilities in Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. Pripyat was abandoned and replaced by the purpose-built of the city, Slavuchich. The Chernobyl nuclear power plants. I can't pronounce half of these words. Sarcophagus, completed in December 1986. Reduced the spread of radioactive contamination and provided radiological protection for the crews of undamaged reactors. In 2016 to 2018, the Chernobyl new safe confinement was constructed around the old sarcophagus to enable the removal of the reactor debris, with cleanup scheduled by the completion of 2065.